That was nice, huh? That was pretty nice. Hello ladies, I'm going to do a review today on It's All Good, Gwyneth Paltrow and Julia Tertian. It's the new Gwyneth Paltrow cookbook. As I say, it's also with Julia Tertian. It's like a collaboration thing, but really it's all Gwyneth, right? I mean, the packaging and the feel of it is all Gwyneth. It's pretty clear that a lot of the food is Julia as well. I guess it's difficult to market non-celebrities with a celebrity, you know. Still, anyway, the premise of it is that it's really kind of talking about elimination diets. The story that she opens with, that Gwyneth opens with, is that, about having a period of ill health. In her case, it was a panic attack and migraine, which kicked her off to thinking about, hang on, you know, let's do something about this. Excuse me, sorry. And having spoken to a variety of doctors, she decided to change her diet, following advice of both like homeopathic doctors and I think Western medicine doctors. Perhaps I should have read that through again, but it sounded like it was both. It sounded like it was a fair balance. And yeah, so she's kicked out gluten, sugar, and in certain, it kind of covers a few different ways of eating. So, and each of the recipes have like a little, you know, in a restaurant when you're looking at a menu, if they've got a little V next to them, then it means a vegetarian, and so on and so on and so on, la 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 la. These ones have little symbols that let you know if they are okay for an elimination diet, or a detox diet, or a vegan diet, that kind of thing. So there are a few different versions. It's not just the same kind of thing, but it's all healthy. It's all good, right? First of all, I wish I wasn't a sucker for celebrity cookbooks, but I am a bit. So I kind of wanted to get Gwyneth Paltrow. I just had to check her name. I kind of wanted to get a Gwyneth Paltrow cookbook for a while, and I was kind of fighting with myself because it's embarrassing. I think it's embarrassing. And actually, when I got it and I was reading it, and my partner Mike was sitting there, and he was like, "Gwyneth Paltrow, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, really." But that's just me. There's nothing wrong with Gwyneth Paltrow writing a cookbook, and there's nothing wrong with liking it, because it is actually pretty good. First thing that struck me is the inside colour. I don't know how well this is going to come up. Actually, it's quite late at night here, so I mean the lighting isn't great. So I hope you get this. I don't know whether you will, but this is peach. I really like it. Simple things make me happy. But, you know, I'm really happy that peach is making a comeback. It's not just terrible, shiny 80s bridesmaids dresses anymore. Peach. Happiness, man. Okay, so, the recipes in this book are pretty good. I mean, I say that, I've only actually done one recipe, and that was for roasted cauliflower, and it didn't go very well, but that was my fault, not Gwyneth's, because I didn't really follow the recipe. I mean, I did, but I didn't have the right ingredients, and I didn't totally follow what she said. So that was my fault. It's probably fine. There are a few recipes that I would love to try out. I had loads of markers in this book. For some reason they've all gone, which is a bit of a shame. Oh well. There's lots and lots of pictures of Gwyneth and her children looking really, really, really healthy and beautiful, of course, which is kind of what sells it. Also really lovely pictures of food and, you know, lifestyle pictures, if you know what I mean. They're quite pretty. The written part isn't the best. It's Sophie Dahl's, a couple of cookbooks by Sophie Dahl, they're really, I find them really lovely to read. And Nigella Lawson has a really lovely written style. I love reading Nigella Lawson cookbooks. I didn't really enjoy reading this one that much. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. But the food is pretty cool and the premise is pretty cool. Yeah, there's some pretty good recipes. The thing that got me is that right at the back, which seems like a fantastic thing, if I can just find it for you. I'm sorry, I really should have put markers in the pages before I did this. This is just really rambly. I do apologise. In the back pages there are some weekly menus. I'll show you what they look like. Down, I don't know how much of this you're getting in because I can't see what's on camera, but down here are the days of the week. Across here is like breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, or afternoon drink in that one, in that case, and dinner. I think they differ slightly up here for each of them. There's bodybuilder week, a detox week, a family friendly week, a vegan week. Is that it? No. Just great, healthy, everyday eating. Which is pretty cool, right? That's a good idea, right? Okay, that was a good idea, except that they're not mentioned anywhere else in the book at all. I mean, thing is, I'm not stupid. I can research for myself what a detox week is going to do for me, what a bodybuilder week is going to do for me, the benefits of a family-friendly eating. But I do quite like to be fed this stuff from these books. I mean, really, cookbooks are more than cookbooks. They're kind of like a lifestyle manual, right? And as sickeningly saccharine as that sounds, I kind of like that. Everyone likes that a little bit, don't they? Don't you? I do. Be honest. And I would like to be fed this stuff. I would like to be told, oh, if you do a detox week, blah, blah, blah. Hey, if you do this, blah, blah, blah. You know, but nothing at all. There's a doctor whose name I can't remember. I'm probably not going to be able to find it now. But occasionally his voice is, oh, here we are. Dr. Habib Sadeghi. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that and butchering, which is obviously a lovely name. But there you are. Occasionally he writes in the book, so his little like thought bubbles will pop up. I mean, that's my way of saying it, but he doesn't say that in the book. But in one point he talks about the benefits of a 21-day detox, but that's it. That's not mentioned again, and there's only, as I say, the detox week in the back. So it's a bit of a shame. It doesn't flow in the way that I would have liked it to flow, right? But it's nice to have these weekly menus. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's nice to have the weekly menus. There are some lovely bits in here. There's a children's section, which is great. I have a 1-year-old son, just over a year old, and I feed him as healthily as I possibly can, but sometimes, you know, you run out of ideas, and I struggle to find kids' meal ideas that are really healthy, or that I think are really healthy. So it's really nice to have so sorry about my voice. Actually, let's have a drink of water. I've got a frog in the throat. It's nice to have some healthy ideas for kids, and this one is so cute. It's a vegan shepherd's pie, so it's mainly kind of lentils and topped with parsnips and cauliflower. But it's in a little cupcake paper thingy. Isn't that cute? That's such a cool idea. I love that idea. It's probably no good for a 1-year-old because he wouldn't understand the concept of a cupcake holder thingy. I can't think of that word. Oh well. But yeah, I'll keep that in the back of my head for one day, and that'll come in handy. She does some juices, which is pretty cool. Oh, and she had a lovely idea in that, I mean, this is going to sound really silly, probably you all know how to do this, and I was just an idiot. But she gives recipes for juices and then says, look, do you know what, if you don't have a juicer, do it in a blender and put it through a sieve. And I was like, bingo. And I've tried it, and it's great. In fact, I'm doing it every day. Oh, that's just something I want to cook later. Yeah, there is a little bit of an issue, I think. It's a small issue, but it's a bit of an issue nonetheless. She talks about how to cook perfect brown rice, which is a great idea. I haven't tried the recipe. I'm sure it's a brilliant idea. I mean, I cook brown rice all the time, so I think I can probably do it. But then she says, let's just see, it's a healthy staple and you can make it in a big batch and leave it in the fridge all week. No, you can't. You certainly shouldn't. Rice, any kind of rice, should be eaten as soon as it's cooked. I think you've got like an hour's window, so you can cook it, and an hour later you can eat it, but no longer than that, right? It should not be reheated, it should not be kept. Okay, and the reason for this is not because you can't. Basically, as it cools, it can grow bacteria, which can cause apparently really awful stomach upset, okay, like food poisoning. But the reheating won't necessarily kill those bacteria. So apparently if you want to keep rice, you can, as long as you cool it down really, really fast, then it's more or less okay. But I mean, I don't know how quickly you need to cool it. I mean, I just think it's best to steer clear of this idea, and she doesn't mention that in here, that you need to cool it quickly, blah blah. So just, I guess maybe it's just something that she doesn't know, so just be warned, don't cook and keep rice, okay? Cook it and eat it. But that's just a small thing. It's a shame, but it's a small thing. Oh, that's just the one that I made. Let's see if I can find you some pictures that I talked about. I talked about there being pictures of Gwyneth. Oh look, here's a thigh-tastic picture. Look at those thighs. I mean, she must be what? She must be in her 40s. I'm really sorry to offend anyone, including Gwyneth Paltrow. But she must be by now. But she does look amazing. She looks absolutely amazing. Look at those thighs, man. I think I probably had thighs like that when I was about 5. Okay, never had them since. But yeah, she looks good. But you know, the photography's lovely. The written style isn't amazing. It doesn't really matter. Look, that's lovely. That's the kind of lifestyle picture that I'm talking about. You know, who doesn't want a table that looks like that? Isn't that cool? Yeah, so the book's good. It is nice. It's a really, really good idea. I think the idea is sound. And the feel of the book is nice. The written part, as I say, it's not amazing, but it's okay. And the pictures are lovely. And the recipes seem pretty good. So yeah, if you want something that's really quite healthy, elimination type affair. When I say elimination, I'm talking like getting rid of dairy, getting rid of... I was about to say getting rid of soy, but actually a lot of these recipes have soy in. But I mean, presumably you can switch it out for something else. You don't have to use soy. Getting rid of gluten, all this kind of junk. Getting rid of meat. Some of it. There is meat in here. But if you are of that kind of persuasion, if you're heading down that life path as I am right now, of heading towards optimal health, hopefully, then yeah, this could be a good choice for you. So go for it. It is, does it say how much it is? Oh, £20 in the UK. And it's a good buy, I think. So yeah, go for it. So yeah, that is my book review. Do you want to see the sea again? Shall I put the sea on again? That's kind of pretty. Enjoy. Bye.